bro. I'm not muted no more. Thank y'all for telling me that. I was tripping. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? I did that whole little rundown. I done went through the whole show. I done went through the whole show, bro. All right, so yeah, we good. I done went through the whole show, bro. Sorry. Gotta catch y'all niggas next time. All right. Shout out Dewan Keys, 007 Gaming, Rusty Chongo, and everybody who in this motherfucker. Raya or Erie, Savon Judah, William Wongus. All right, man. So as y'all know, the Lions have made. Oh, make sure you share the video anywhere you can. Share it everywhere you can. But anyway, as y'all know, the Lions have gone ahead and made some hirings, some free agent signings, starting yesterday with DJ Wonnum, bringing in Deon Clark, and we also got Greg Dortch, who's going to be our new special teamer, or at least compete for it. I think all of them are about 1-year deals, and I don't know, bro. I just started thinking back to when Brad Holmes said, we don't see any need to make any changes. We're not gonna make changes. We're gonna pretty much do what we always been doing, and he's continuing to do it. Even as Josh Pascal goes out the door, even as you start to lose some of these guys, he just keep replacing them with more. And it's confusing. It's confusing to me. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I just gotta break it down how I see it. And as far as DJ Wonnum and Deon Clark goes, I mean, while it is, on one hand, you have the crowd that say they're just rotational pieces, they're just depth. That is true. But Wonnum's gonna play significant snaps. Wonnum is gonna play significant snaps. Deon Clark, I don't know how much he's gonna see the field behind Derek Barnes and Jack Campbell, but if he's replacing Anzalone in any type of way, he shouldn't be. But we'll talk about it. But if he's replacing Anzalone, that means he's going to play significant snaps, unless Derek Barnes is going to play more snaps or Rodrigo is going to play more snaps, which in a way you would hope so, but in a way is not. Doesn't sound too enticing either way, because he can't cover anybody, and it's just every single except Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch, we can go ahead and get Greg Dortch out the way. Greg Dortch is smart, typical. You knew it was coming. I mean, they got the offensive coordinator from Arizona. And Greg Dortch was. I think I saw some beat writers already predicted Greg Dortch to us before the offseason even really before free agency really even kicked off. So Greg Dortch didn't surprise me too much at all, to be honest with you. So he was cool. It's the defensive ones, because this is the issue now. If it's just depth, if it's just people that's gonna play special teams, I understand. I wish they would market it better like that, because that's what it has to be. Both of these guys had great 2023 seasons, and then followed it up with huge injuries in 2024, or injuries, lingering issues since 2024, and that's why they haven't had repeats of these seasons. And that's kind of typically been Brad Holmes' strategy when going out and getting guys that are supposed to be deaf, like Marcus Davenport, and they end up becoming deaf. They end up becoming deaf as in dead. They end up dying here, and then they're on, they're the training room boys, TRB. It's a whole gang of them, training room boys. Every week they're in the training room, they're out of the training room. And I just don't understand why he keeps putting these guys on the road. Why does he keep employing these guys? It's like the Detroit Lions are like collecting like stem cells or something from our players. The urgency and not urgency, but the consistency of just bringing in guys that are going to linger in and out of the training room, because they've always been in and out of even Greg Dortch. All these guys are in and out of the training room. And it's like, if you're looking for depth, if you're trying to find guys that are going to be depth pieces, and you keep seeing the way you have these injuries lingering and building up, You already are shorthanded on the defensive side of the ball. Why do you continuously go and get guys that can't stay healthy then? It don't make sense to me. But we can get in DJ Wonnum, 2023's finest. And I get it. If this was 2023, I would be absolutely stoked about these signings. I said stoked. How you know a nigga would be hyped? When a nigga gets stoked about something, I'd have been stoked about these signings. But in 2026, it makes not a lot of sense. Now you got DJ Wonnum, the edge from the Panthers. Only 28 years old, so he still has some good football left in him, hopefully, if his body allows. He's 6'5", 258, 34-inch arms. A lot of y'all don't have a lot of views on the edge video, but if you watch it, that's the profile that they're looking for. So he fits the profile. He's a run defender. He's a high motor, lengthy athlete with a career RAS score of about 8.1. He sets the edge, but he lacks explosive counters. In 2025 with the Panthers, played in 16 games with 15 starts, 688 snaps, which was 29th among edges, 42 tackles, 19 of them solo, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss and interception, 3 pass breakups, a fumble recovery. Per PFF, he was graded a 54.7 overall, which was 99th out of 115 edges. Why? I don't, out of all the places to go spend the money, 99th out of 115th, and he's $6 million. You ain't just going, what the hell? $6 million ain't just going to rot on the bench. He's expected to play. His pass rush was a 49.9. Now remember, it was out of 115 qualifiers. You know where his pass rush ranked? 113th out of 115. And it's not even a problem. I haven't even got to the problem yet. We know the guys are not good at rotation players. But when you have the slowest pass rush in the game, and then you go to one of the worst pass rushes in the league, take their starter, and he just happened to be 113th out of 115, it kind of says negligence as far as your pro scouting goes. And I forgot the man's name, but the man in charge of our pro personnel department is not good. He had a 60.3 run defense grade, which was 70th, respectable. It's in the top half. Well, close enough. Career high was 8 sacks in 2021 and 2023, 62 tackles, 15 quarterback hits. There's talent there, or it used to be. 54 starts. He has 250 tackles, 30 sacks, 59 quarterback hits. But his pass rush win rate was never top 50. It was never elite. And in 2025, his pass rush win rate was 109th out of 115. 109th pass rush win rate. I don't care if he's playing next to Aiden Hutchinson. Right? You can disregard PFF's overall grade from him, which had him as the second worst pass rushing defensive. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. He's the second worst. 113 out of 115 is crazy. He's the second worst pass rushing edge in the league last year. And then he had his pass rush win rate was 109th out of 115. But he's a strong run defender, consistent, but middle of the pack, right? So his floor in run defense is middle of the pack, and I kind of discussed that in my video. The Lions do care more about your ability to stop the run than your ability to rush the passer, which is, again, if you've been here a while, this is our issue with the scheme. It's not even on Aaron Glenn specifically. It's not on Kelvin Shepard specifically. The issue is the scheme, and the scheme comes from head coach Dan Campbell. This is what he wants to run. All right. But, okay, I'm almost done, though. And he's a strong run defender again, but 2024, there was a quad surgery, right? He missed half the season. We'll talk more about this quad surgery because we'll talk more about Brad Holmes in this pattern. All right, let me get to Deon Clark really quick. Deon Clark was drafted in 2022. 6'3", 240. He's only 25 years old. Got to be a lot of good football left in there somewhere. He fell in that draft, if y'all remember. He was a top 100 player. He was a dog at LSU. but he fell in that 2022 draft. Why? Because he's a Brad Holmes special. He fell due to pre-draft spinal fusion. He had a pre-draft spinal fusion. He's a converted safety. All right, so he had the spinal thing going on, failed to the 5th round, was expected to miss the entire rookie season, ended up playing 10 games anyway. Dog. 2023 broke out, had 100-plus tackles. Cool. All right, as long as we know that. He had 109 tackles, 3 pass deflections in 2023 as a starter. Elite 2023 run and hit volume on 741 snaps. But again, 2024, same with DJ Wonnum. In 2024, there was the knee injury. And then that's why we get these guys that were really good in 2023. He was really good in 2023, but nothing since. But I just want to get to it now. Let's and the injury, and even if it's just death, it's not going to be a starter. I think I got clickbaited. I should have watched the video. I seen one of these YouTube channels talk about the Detroit Lions just signed Deon Clark and it changes everything, or the Detroit Lions. No, it don't. Y'all niggas be, hey, get y'all money, man. I turn a new leaf. I still got a little petty in me, but not enough. Get y'all money, man. But no, nigga, this don't change anything. Y'all niggas be on here. Y'all niggas be on here going off, and y'all look, y'all, man, let me shut up. All right, but these 3 were added as low-cost rotational depth that's going to end up starting or playing significant minutes, because that's just how it always happened with the team. But if you look at these medical charts, let's start with DJ Wonnum, right? In 2020, he had a little ankle shit. Nothing really Matt came up with it. He was cool. 2022, he was cool. As you can see, he was balling back then. 2023 was his peak year. That's the year that is still getting him paid in the NFL, to be honest with you. But ironically enough, it was against the Lions, right? In 2023, when he was on the Vikings, they were going against us. He tore his left quad on Christmas Eve. That's fucked up. All right, so I feel for you, DJ Wonnum. But he partially tore his left quad on Christmas Eve, and it set off a series of events that actually could have killed this man, right? So he has season injured. It's actually poetic that he's with us now, so maybe we owe him one last contract. I don't know, man. But he has season-ending outpatient surgery, right? His body rejected the surgery. He had to get internal stitches, right? After he got internal stitches, he got a MRSA infection. The MRSA infection led to blood clots in his lungs. He was on blood thinners. He had 3 total procedures. He had a life-altering offseason. This is DJ Wonnum off of a torn quad that happened against us on Christmas Eve, right? Nearly missed the entire 2024 season. He started the Panthers' 2024 season on PUP list because of complications from that same quad, from that same injury against us. He missed the first 9 regular season games. He returned week 10. He played about 8 total games, and then he had knee flare-ups, multiple tags late, dealt with shoulder injuries. He finished with just 4 sacks despite flashing some of the old juice. And then in 2025, he dealt with the hip injury, and he had some back issues. But again, another guy that was almost out of here. We done had Levi almost out of here. Josh Pascal almost out of here. DJ Wonnum was almost out of here. Deon Clark was almost out of here. Like, it's something about this man and life-altering injuries, and like he just loved those players. And none of these guys have been the same since. Deon Clark is bad, bro. I wanted to be hype about Deon Clark because I remember him from LSU. And like he can run and thump a little bit, but he can't do that. No, he can't. Deon Clark is bad. I mean, I'm talking about bad. Let me find my notes here on Deon Clark. It was disgusting, cuz I ain't gonna lie to you. It was disgusting. Listen, 2025, he ain't play a lot of snaps now. He had 14 solo tackles, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions, 0 forced fumbles, and 102 total snaps, right? In 102 snaps, he had a 31.9 PFF grade. He had a 28.1 coverage grade. And if you think PFF Okay, cool. Forget what PFF says. He had a 115.7 passer rating allowed and 100 snaps. 115.7 passer rating allowed. Run defense was his highest score, 65.2, which is why he's aligned. His pass rush, although it was a low volume, was a 59.5. This man's coverage grade is a complete liability. And he's another one who had the good 2023 season, right? He had the good 2023 season. Well, first of all, pre-draft, he had a herniated disc in his neck, which was discovered at the combine. Then he had spinal fusion surgery. All right, so he had the spinal fusion surgery. Then in 2024, he dealt with the left knee. He has left knee issues since 2024. Now, his knee was sore from mid-August. He missed multiple practice. His snaps plummeted to 159 total, and he was just healthy scratches every game. Healthy scratch. 2025, still had issues with that same knee. That's why he went down to only 8 games and 102 snaps with the Cowboys before he was ultimately waived in November. And I think he was re-signed by somebody, but yeah, he diminished good. I don't understand why we keep filling the roster with the same player over and over and over again, bro. That's what's killing me. It's like I can understand signing deaf guys. There's got to be a way for you to sign young, healthy, like, right? Like, and it's not everybody doing it. It's us. It's us. I understand the Lions didn't commit big money into these players. They didn't commit big capital into these players. But I watched Taylor Decker walk out the door. So you can sign Deon Clark, DJ Wonnum, Isaiah Pacheco, and K Mays. I'm sorry, why? 3 of these niggas we don't want or need. Like, I don't. I watched David Montgomery walk out the door so we can get Isaiah Pacheco, DJ Wonnum, and Deon Clark. I watched the nigga who was healthy, averaging 4.5 yards per carry, walk out of a door so you can bring more of the training room gang. Like, I don't want more training room boys. The TRB has to be stopped. This is the most powerful gang in Detroit. The training, it don't make no sense to me. Why can't I just be happy about the signings? Because they suck. Why are we hyping it? The glaze got to stop, bro. It's the same old over and over and over and over and over again. Let me go to the comments, man. Yeah, you're good now. Okay. He says 6-11 this season. We shop at 8 Mile too much instead of Grand Circus Park. Very smart to get injury-prone players as a team who is always very injured. I mean, it has to be some type of 3D quantum physics level math. I don't. 8 Mile Road, Briar Home, so damn near last of edges. Yes, sir. Slow is being nice talking about our pass rush. Make it make sense. 3 sacks for 11 sacks. All Brad is doing is filling holes with more cheap practice squad type guys. He ain't fooling nobody but the slappy fan base. I mean, I could respect it if it was practice levels type guys that could actually. These niggas don't practice. These niggas be in the. It's the training room boys. They don't practice. They somewhere with a physical trainer. Somewhere they on a treadmill, on a bike, warming their quad. Like DJ Wonnum, I respect him. He was almost out of here though. He was almost out of here. That's why he ain't got them 8 sacks no more. And they say the same thing about every single person we ever signed. Well, he ain't ever played with nobody like Aiden. Nobody's ever played with nobody like Aiden. How's that worked out for you? Nigga? What the fuck? Every one of these niggas that was down there never played with nobody like Aiden before. It ain't got you nowhere. It ain't got you nowhere. Holmes will resign Davenport for 1 year, $12 million. I would hope not. It's gonna be the same old story at the end of the year. We just gonna have Hutchinson, BB, and Jack Campbell. Kirby knee won't get better because his cardioless defense won't be healthy. Kirby needs to go get a bionic knee done in international waters. That's funny, cause he do. I wish we had cool shit like that. They'd probably say he was cheating now. Brad should pick York in like the 5th round and hope he balls out. York linebacker from Texas A&M. Brad Holmes signed Josh Pascal, knowing dude battling cancer, and he basically played his rookie contract out. Exactly. And he went and got, and it's the same thing, bro. All these dudes is dealing with these same lingering issues. You could even go back to J-Mo. J-Mo was coming off the torn ACL or whatever it was, and it's the same strategy. So we can't just look up and go, well, why we always hurt? He know why we always hurt. He got the medical reports. I can tell you, if we were the Baltimore Ravens and Max Crosby came in here and then the doctor said, hell nah, buddy, Tom Brady and them ain't tell me about all this missing cartilage from this knee, Brad Holmes wouldn't have got our 2 picks back. We'd have had Max in here. 2 crutches. I promise you, we'd have had Max in here with 2 crutches. I respect everybody hating on the Ravens. I respect that shit. Nigga, what? Hold on. Y'all told us the knee was one thing. Our doctor said it's some whole other shit. Nigga, y'all tried to put some sauce on it. I respect that. Do what's best for your team. Do what's best for the team. Pascal got paid for free basically, and with Holmes, if you haven't almost had a career-ending injury, he don't want you. Then they fed us his story on the Lions channel for sympathy. Rip David Montgomery. Full rebuild, trade golf. Nah, fuck all that. Then we go back and sign Teddy Bridgewater bum ass quarterback too. Yeah, I hate that. I ain't gonna lie, I hate that. Like, and I have nothing against Teddy Bridgewater. I'm happy. I'm actually kind of happy on like on the humanitarian side, because I heard Teddy Bridgewater got fired from like being a head coach of the high school team for like giving niggas rides and giving niggas money and shit, which can kind of seem like some little recruiting shit, but nah, but that's cool. So if he lost his job as a high school quarterback and then the Lions was like, nigga, don't worry, come make a couple mil, I fuck with that. But he should be quarterback 3. That nigga's trash. There's never been a time where Teddy Bridgewater has stepped into the game and we thought, oh my God, the offense turned alive. This nigga stepped into the game, it could barely. This nigga is the Black Phillip Rivers. Like, oh, this nigga, same gloves. Like, they both look stupid when they throw the ball. Like, but I'm happy. I'm happy though. I fuck with the story because he cool. Yeah, I would have loved to do what Andy Reid did and went and got Justin Fields for a 6th round pick. I would have loved to just go get Justin Fields for a 6th round pick. Andy Reid, no. See, y'all be thinking I'll be tripping, but it be the greats that be. Now watch. Justin Fields ain't never had an offensive minded quarterback in the NFL. I mean, coach in the NFL since he got here. Watch what they do. They're going to use that nigga like a gadget. He going to be a running back, wide receiver, tight end, slot returner, kick returner. He going to do everything. It's a fucking athlete. That's what we need some more of. Did y'all know the Lions had the slowest defense in the league last year? The slowest defensive backfield in the league last year? I have a video coming out on that as well. We're slow. We're really slow. Like, I love Brian Branch. He runs a 4.58. Now it's some teams there that had. We could talk about it. Did y'all know that? I'm gonna spoil my video, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Did y'all know that every single top 10 team had a 4.4 or speed or faster corner. Every top 10 pass defense in the league last year. Did y'all know 8 of the top 10 pass defense in the NFL all had a cornerback that ran a sub 4.4. 8 of the top 10. And the other 2 both had 4.4 guys. Y'all know no team. y'all, y'all know the Lions. Y'all know the Lions were the only team with a top 10 pass rush, with a top 10 pass rusher, producer, Aiden Hutchinson. We're the only team that had one of those that didn't crack the top 15 in pass defense. You want to know why, y'all? It's because what the fuck I've been doing. They slow as fuck, and I got a video coming back on it. Yeah, I'm just and this video is taking 2-3 days. I'm kicking their ass. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Steal my video if you want to. Yeah, I put too much work in on. Bro, only team. You can take all the starting corners in the league, take all the starting corners, and then add in all the starting safeties. We the only one that had 2-4-5 outside corners and 2-4-5 safeties. Only one in the league. I'm telling you, this is the worst fucking defense I've ever seen. The way this defense dog shit. And I love Brian Branch. Brian Branch ran a 4.58. Kirby Joseph ran a 4.50. Terry Arnold ran a 4.50. DJ Reed ran a 4.51. Only thing that saved us was Terrion getting hurt. Amik Robinson ran a 4.4. He ran a 4.45. But he gave up 900 yards. He got his ass toasted. And then we replaced him, right? Our fastest corner. We replaced our fastest corner with, guess what? Another 4.5 nigga. Nah, but we got the 4.4 nigga too, but he a safety. Izzy and run a 4.45 because he kind of saved us because Ricario won a 4.5 too. But I'm telling you, bro, once you crush the numbers, we are the only team in football that had 2-4-5 outside corners. Only one. That's why we was 20th in passing yards allowed per game. Only team that didn't crack the top 15. The only team outside of the top 15 with a top 10 pass rushing grade. Because we got it because Aiden Hutchinson and Muhammad had 11.5 sacks, even though they took forever to get there. But it just goes to show you, is what I've been telling y'all. You can't have the slowest time to pressure in the league and have a bunch of 4-5 speed corners. This defense was never constructed to work. It was never constructed to work. You need Aleem McNeil to be a $30 million defensive tackle. And I don't know if he'll ever do that again. I don't know if he was ever a $30 million defensive tackle. But he has to be Ndamukong Suh. He has to be Aaron Donald. He has to be more than just elite lane clogger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has to have double-digit tackles for loss. Those are going to be the two biggest MVPs for us, even with next year. Because, again, next year, easiest schedule in the league. We'll win 10 games, and we should go to the playoffs. Anything less, these niggas is on the hot seat. Easiest schedule in the league. Our floor should be 10 games in a 10 wins in a wild card. Even with the problems, even with the injuries, the floor should be 10 wins in a wild card. And let's make it happen. If anything less than that happens, these niggas suck. These niggas suck. I'm sorry. Because, all right now. Fields only been bad because he's been on terrible teams. He could probably be an average quarterback if you use correctly. Let Fields sit behind Patrick Mahomes for 3 years. Let him do what Jordan Love got to do. Let him do what Aaron Rodgers got to do. Let him do what Patrick Mahomes got to do for a year. I think a good year of sitting behind Patrick Mahomes and learning from an offensive-minded quarterback is going to be coach is going to be good. But I think he'll be more of a weapon than a quarterback. I think they'll use him a lot in wild card, fourth down, third and short. All that shit that they used to do with Isaiah Pacheco, they about to do it with Justin Fields. It's going to be a little more creative. They're going to get the ball in his hands. He's too explosive not to. And then they probably going to bring back Tyreek too. They probably going to bring back L'Jarius Sneed. They probably going to bring the whole band back. I love that for my boy Jay Fields, if y'all can't tell. Let me see. Yeah, then we go back and sign Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah. That only worked for the idiot part of the fan base, and Levi O got to go too if he ain't here already. What up, though, Mobby? The Dortch signing was the easiest thing to call all offseason. That's for sure, Billy. But I think he can fill the punt return slot role. See, the thing about Dortch is he has very good hands, bro. I think for his career, he's caught about 87% of the passes thrown his way. Like, he has I can pull the notes up. I got some notes on him. But Dortch, he got solid hands. The thing is, though, he deals with some injuries, like little petty shit. You know what I'm saying? He deals with some little petty shit. But let's see. Career high return matches in 2025. He had 11.6 punt return average before a chest injury put him on injured reserve. Voila. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a theme. That's always going to be a theme with the players that Brad Holmes signs. So the chest injury put him on injured reserve. His production cratered. Now, for his career, he has 29 catches for 206 yards. You would think of Greg Dortch is like some deep threat. He's not. He's never been that. 29 catches, 206 yards. That's in his career. He's mostly got solid hands and he can work underneath. So he'll catch some underneath stuff, but he doesn't pick up a lot of big yards after the catch. So that's something he'll have to work on. But that's something that we emphasize. So he might see some production there as far as just getting coached up to how we like to do things around here. Maybe being in the wide receiver room with St. Brown help him out. But he's never been a field stretcher. He's always been just a reliable set of hands underneath that can, navigate the short to intermediate routes. Now, Khalif Raymond was a field stretcher, so I don't know what that means for the offense. Okay, when Khalif Raymond was going in there, he was going in there to stretch the field. Greg Dortch has never been that in his entire career. He's been a safe 4-yard catch, a safe screen pass, a safe drag route. So there'll have to be some evolution in his game if he wants to even do what Khalif Raymond was doing. But I ain't mad at it. It was definitely one of the easiest ones to call. Mobby, do you genuinely like this offseason signings, or are you concerned? I'm concerned. Let me say, listen, I'm gonna tell you what I really think. Next year, what has to happen is Jahmyr Gibbs has to win MVP. Like, that has to be the thinking going into the season. Jahmyr Gibbs MVP. We have to coach these boys up on running the ball. We have to run the ball. We have to run the ball. We seen what Kenneth Walker did in the Super Bowl to a really good defense. We have to run that motherfucking ball. And if Jahmyr Gibbs is worth $20 million, this is going to be the season he has to prove it. This has to be his Chris Johnson year. Jahmyr Gibbs has to be, even if he don't win it, Jahmyr Gibbs has to be talked about top 5, top 4 for MVP votes this season. And I think if we can have that offense where it really don't matter, because Jahmyr Gibbs is averaging 6-7 yards per carry, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Vikings did it with Adrian Peterson. They wasn't no Stephon Diggs in there. They used to have Sidney Rice and motherfucking. Well, they used to have Percy Harvin for a little bit, right? Sidney Rice. They had some bullshit at wide receiver. But AP gonna go out here and run for 2,000 yards. If that's that's the only chance we got. That's the only chance we got, bro. This whole Jared Goff pass for 5,000 yards, that ain't gonna get us nowhere, bro. Because that's just going to mean the defense is getting their ass beat. We having to score 30 points a game. We having to put up all these, fight back points. Whereas if it's running the other way, whereas Jahmyr Gibbs is a $20 million back, I mean, this really got to be the year to prove it, bro. This got to be the year. It has to be, what you're getting when the lines come. You're getting Jahmyr Gibbs for 120. Because we gotta keep this defense off the field. These niggas suck. They slow as hell at corner. They injured as fucking safety. D-line is ass. Unless Aleem McNeil turns back into, I'm talking about back. Aleem McNeil has never been a $30 million man to me, bro. He's never been a $30 million man. But if he can play anywhere up to $30 million, which we're gonna need him. That's what's gonna be. He got to stand up in the middle. Everything has to be shut down in the middle. You can't run the ball on us. Aleem McNeil and Tyleik Williams is just killing shit in there, and that's what you got to expect when one's drafted in the first round and one makes $30 fucking million. I don't want to hear about DJ Reed. I don't want to hear about Roy fucking Lopez. If Brad Holmes is a genius, if it's really let Brad cook, then on the defensive line in the middle, you can't do shit with them two. If it ain't that, then what is it? Why is one making $30 fucking million and you drafted the other one in the first round? If they still a fucking open floodgate, like I'll put Tyleik in. that has to be the biggest improvement group right there. The middle of the D-line has to be absolutely dominant, and Jahmyr Gibbs has to be an MVP candidate. If we really want to do what the Patriots did, if we really want to beat some teams in the playoffs, because with the weakest schedule in the league, 10 games should be a given. Other than that, this offseason sucks. This offseason sucks, and honestly, they punting. They're punting. We got the easiest schedule in the league next year. There's no need to make any drastic moves. We'll eat some of these cap hits. You know what I'm saying? We still got Gibbs. We still got St. Brown. We still got Aiden. We still got Jack Campbell, all pro. You know what I'm saying? We still got, I don't know, we still got somebody else in there that I miss. We still got Laporta. We still got Panay. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way they feel is we can still come in here and win. We can still whoop some ass with what we got. Yeah, we need to get better. But a lot of these dudes, they felt like they could have won without. They feel like they could have won without Taylor Decker. I don't know what the fuck on their mind. Because, yeah, we going to see, buddy. They feel like they could have won without David Montgomery. So they definitely feel like they can win against the easiest schedule with that core that they always talk about. Aleem and they'll make $30 million. They believe in him. They drafted Tyleik Williams in the first. They believe. All right, niggas. I better see it. That's all I'm saying. I better see it. You better not be able to do nothing with the middle of that defense. You got Jack Campbell, and in front of him, you got your first-round pick, and you got your $30 million defensive tackle. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing, bruh. Is it partly due to let me see. I'm assuming these are depth pieces. Hutch just looked depleted. Hutch looked depleted since his leg broke. Man, Hutch still look like Hutch. Hutch still look like Hutch. The only problem is they used to one-on-one Hutch. I used to pull film sessions on Hutch. He's getting one-on-one. There's times where Hutch was getting blocked with one hand. Then Hutch started going and working with whatever defensive line coach he started working with, and Hutch started whooping ass with spin moves and hand fighting. And then it was like, all right, now we got to double team him. And then he started whooping double teams ass. And now we got to triple team him. So Hutch still Hutch. And if we had an attacking guy on the inside and an attacking guy on the outside, I promise you, he would look the same way Ziggy Ansah used to look when you couldn't triple team him because Ndamukong Suh was right there, or Cliff Averill was on the other end, or Justin Jones was in there, or Nick Fairley was in there. Like it used to look a lot different, bro. It used to look a lot different. Now he's no Myles Garrett because it don't matter with Myles Garrett. I'm gonna move. Myles Garrett plays like every tech. He play everything but nose, and they don't have to put him in nose because they'll stand him up at linebacker and rush him from the inside. And our defense is an old trash ass defense. We don't use our defense like that. The most exotic thing we'll do is drop Aiden Hutchinson in the coverage, which needs to stop fucking happening. Like they would rather drop him in the coverage and stand up and move him around like Michael Parsons and blitz him as a linebacker. He should be filling up the double A gaps. He should be doing all this exotic shit. The defense is boring. It's boring. It's not good. That's why Gibbs I'm telling you, Gibbs got to be MVP. You got to be running the ball, keeping the defense sitting their ass on the bench. I need CJ 2K numbers. I need him to be Chris Johnson if he's going to be Chris Johnson. Somebody says Tesla is our big wide receiver, but we don't use him like one. I mean, I think Tesla had like 6 touchdowns, so that they figured out a way to use him. We just got to get into that position where he's a red zone threat. He's a third down target, a red zone threat, a third down target. He's not your he's money for hire. And that's not the worst. That's not the worst. I mean, trading three third round picks for it is crazy because you can do that same shit with Laporta, but having him and Laporta does help. And, you know, he's money. He's cheap. I mean, he costed a lot to get, but as far as the books go, he's cheap. And it worked, though. He's money for hire. He is money for hire. He's an assassin. We need to quit. We need 3rd and 12. We need 3rd and 10. We need 3rd and 14. Anywhere in the red zone. Like, he ain't got, yeah. He's good. He's good. As long as he stays cheap and as long as they win before it's time to make a decision. because he's still, well, and it's good for him because having J-Mo here and having St. Brown here, it gives him a chance to learn the playbook and refine his route running. And once he refines his route running, if he's able to, now he is still white, not as well. His hips might not move like that, you know what I'm saying? He might not be able to do all that. But, you know what I'm saying? If he can refine his route running, get on his Adam Thielen, he a little big. He way bigger than Adam Thielen, I think, though. But if he can get on his Adam Thielen, bro, get a little lower in his cut, move them hips a little bit more, quit being so stiff, he going to be dangerous. So he good money right now. Is it partly due to Brad trying to get a defensive end that's dirt cheap and has to play the run versatility? That's why we let go of Za'Darius, because he's slightly less effective in the run. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, because you can, and that's the reason people are on his ass, is because if you want, you can. Conventional knowledge would say just get a bookend, right? That's what you would do. That's what I would do. That's what 99% of the fan base would do. We would just draft another really good edge. And guess what? We got this really good edge for 5 years, and then we decide if we want to pay this nigga or not. Like, we've already been there. We did it. I think we did it. We signed Cliff Averill. He wanted a big-ass contract. It wasn't happening. I think he got tagged and then traded to the Seahawks. Like, it's not a – the man's so smart he's dumb. It's not a bad position to in 5 years from now be like, damn, I got Aiden Hutchinson and Aiden Hutchinson Jr. Who am I going to pay? Nigga, any team will let you smash their mom to get this man off your hands. That's why we got that, man, and that trade helped us and it helped the Seahawks. Seahawks ended up winning the Super Bowl when we traded him Cliff Averill. But we ended up getting, I can't remember who we ended up getting. It ended up working out for us, though. It ended up working out for both teams. But he act like it's just the worst thing in the world. Like, oh, if I get another Aiden, I'm going to have to pay another Aiden. No, you don't, nigga. You don't have to pay everybody you draft. You can strategically trade a nigga 2 years before. Like, you can double your investment sometime. If you really get it right, you can double your investment. If you really get it right. If you draft somebody, because you're so good at fucking drafting, Brad Holmes. You're the fucking king of the fucking draft room. Oh, my God. Brad Holmes, praise him. If you draft a motherfucking, come on, y'all name one. Who y'all like? Whoever the comment section like. Whoever the comment section's favorite edge is. If you draft him, and in 5 years, he's fucking Micah Parsons, and now he wants $100 million. Guess what, nigga? Franchise tag. Trade his ass to somewhere that will, nigga. You see the haul the Cowboys got for Micah? You think the Cowboys is and you'll still have Aiden. You can have Aiden and your cake and eat it too. But you won't even bring nobody else in, so you keep going and getting all these cheap guys. All right, cool. You want to be cheap? You just want somebody that plays the role that you need them to play. You don't need nobody to be a star at that position. Why you keep going after the most injury-prone niggas you can find, though? Why you going after guys that are clearly on the downside? I get it. You ain't want to invest a lot of money into Muhammad because while he did fill the sack role, we still had the slowest time to pressure in the NFL. So it wasn't like he was just killing it. He had a couple big games when something was working. That's the problem. Something was working, and they see what's working, and they're trying to fill in chess pieces instead of smashing this motherfucking chessboard and playing another game. This defense sucks. You not doing shit. I'm going to say again, there was no team in the NFL not named the Detroit Lions that had 2, 4, 5 corners starting on the outside. That's only us. And then Kirby Joseph ran a 4-5. Now he's dealing with a degenerative knee. That 4-5 flat probably turns to a 4-5-6, 4-5-7, 4-6. Brian Branch ran a 4-5-8 coming out. He tore his shit. That 4-5-8 probably turned to a 4-6-2. We're not getting no faster. Thank God for Christian Izzian. He can run. He athletic as shit. He just suck. So you got to get him trained up. He an undrafted dude. He got all the athletic traits in the world. He needs some coaching. So hopefully they can coach him up and he can be great because outside of him, everybody's slow as shit. 8 of the top 10. You go to the top 10 pass defense in the league. That top 10, 8 of those teams had a corner that ran a 4.3. The other 2 had at least 2 people that ran a 4.4. I think if you include safeties, every team in the top 10 has somebody running at least a 4.3. So a sub 4.4. We the only team that got slow corners and slow safeties. Throw the whole defense away. Throw the whole defense away. It's not good. I'm assuming these are death pieces. Thing is, Max will be healthy by training camp. Hope so. Tesla gets no separation. What did you say? Tesla gets no separation on routes. He can only run deep routes. Yes, Tesla's got to work on his route running. He's gonna be real good though. He got some juice now. I ain't got too much to say about Tesla outside of the trade. That was a stupid trade. But other than that, Tesla easy money. That's a sniper right there. That's a specialist. That's a go get it specialist. All I need Tesla to do is improve his route. Go work with Chad Johnson. Go work with Ocho Cinco. He just need his hips, bro. He you know what I'm saying? He a big white boy. He ain't loose enough yet. He need to spend some time with some Spanish people. he need to go. You know, white boy love those Spanish girls. He need to go with some Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? Go mess with some of the little senoritas and get his hips. Some Hawaiians. They be doing a little hip shit. Or he need to go learn how to hip hop dance or something. Just go work with Ocho, man. He turned into a good route runner. That boy gonna be dangerous, bro. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Tesla. Stoop outside of the draft picks. It's partly due to I read that already. Fields only been bad because he's been on terrible teams. He could probably be earned. Yeah, read that. J-Mo the only one truly came back off injury so far and turned his game up. Yeah, shout out to J-Mo. Brad doing better than any other GM have done. Okay, you get on the field. All right. That's the same old Brad Bot comment. Defense built off hopes and dreams of bums. He is, and we give him credit for that. But go get a dog as veteran in a trade. He has his base team already stopped building with practice squad players. Yeah, but how long are we supposed to praise? Okay, y'all talking to him. I'm glad I ain't have to say nothing. How long are we supposed to praise Brad Holmes for what he was done well in the beginning, but that's what he was paid to do in the Super Bowl? What are we talking about? And that's my point. Like, nigga, I praised him. He did good. He did good. I can see Brad Holmes can scout. There is more to being a general manager than being a scout. So when y'all say he's doing better than every other general manager, I don't know. Has he gotten farther? Yes. If how far the team got is the only metric, then I can't argue with you, nigga. We went to the NFC Championship, right? If that's the only metric, then yes, he is better right now than Martin Mayhew. Every other metric, Martin Mayhew is still better than him at. Martin Mayhew just never went to no motherfucking won no playoff games, and you know what I mean. We went to the playoffs. We ain't win no playoff games. So if you ain't win no playoff games, I guess yeah, he's bet. Yes. Okay, cool. That one time we did that one thing. Cool. Martin Mayhew gave you 3 of the best players in the history of the franchise: Matthew Stafford and Ndamukong Suh, Calvin Johnson. What are we talking about? What? Who? Like what? You drafted Aiden Hutchinson second overall. I drafted Ndamukong Suh, nigga. All right. So yeah, if I ain't got no argument for that. We went to the NFC Championship. He's way better than Mayhew. Got it. The edge rusher is too slow. Let me see. I think they banking on Rake being healthy and moving Arnold to slot. I would hope so. Like I like Rakestraw coming out. I tried not to mention him because I would have to keep the same energy with him that I do to everybody else. But I really like Rakestraw coming out. Y'all know I got a soft spot for the guys that I was high on. And he's one of them. He's one of them, bro. He's one of them. I was high on him, and it ain't like he just been trashed and getting torched. Nigga just can't stay healthy. So whatever that is, but he's what we call it. He's training room. He training room gang too. He training room boy too. TRB, most dangerous clique in Detroit. They get millions. They getting money though. The training room boys, who get more money than them? The edge rushers be too slow. At least go get the Falk kid in the draft at 17 if he's there. If not, get your tackle. But we need a true pass rusher. But that's the thing about Falk. Falk is the best. That's the ironic part. That's why I said this defense is ass, brother. Forever. That's why I said this defense is ass. Falk is not a good pass rusher by any means. If you are a team looking to draft a pass rusher to fix your pass rush, and you end up with Falk, you're going to be mad as shit. Falk is everything Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell want. He's pure run stuffer. He just 6'5", got long-ass arms. He big. He's 272 pounds. So he can rush. He can push the pocket. He don't have pass rush moves. He don't have good counters. Like, you know, he's not a – pass rushing is where he's got to grow at. And you think he's a dog's, and his floor is a run stopper extraordinaire. Like his floor is Jadeveon Clowney. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the interesting thing about Falk. He's the biggest scheme fit, but he ain't gonna fix your time to pressure. He not gonna fix. That's not him. That's not him. Would you crash out of Holmes drafts Blake Miller at 17? Is Blake Miller the right tackle from Clemson? That's a fucking reach. I wouldn't crash out, but it's a reach. 11 to 12 wins with our schedule for sure, but Super Bowl, I'll be shocked. If we don't, it will. Wait, what? Pacheco stay healthy. I lost it. Where I was at. 11 to 12 wins with our schedule for sure. If we don't, it will tell us all we need to know with this weekend schedule. Blake Miller, laugh out loud. I just might, but who knows with Brad. Yeah, that's way too. I wouldn't crash, but that's way too high. That's way too high. I'd rather we trade it back. Holmes love golf though. Can't not feed his baby. Golf can't even be traded at this point either. Nobody paying $67 million for that shit. Yeah, no one wants to overpay game manager. I'm telling you, and we gonna like. Why ain't they just do like the Kirk Cousins thing, bro? Like just give him a decent $50 million cap hit and a bunch of guaranteed money on like a 3-year deal. We was right there. What was the long-term commitment for? Like, I'm telling you, and that's why I say Brad Holmes, good scout. There's other parts of being a GM though, and he's lacking on some of those. He's just lacking on some of those. If Pacheco stay healthy, we will still have one of the best running back rooms, but defense is the problem. You see how your first word though was if Pacheco stay healthy? I have no faith of anybody ever in the history of football coming to Detroit and getting healthier when we can't even get healthy. We had the niggas we drafted, our team can't stay healthy. We're going to bring in somebody else that can't stay healthy and say, if he stay healthy. What are we talking about? How? What planet is that going to work? And what planet is that going to work, bro? It lets me know he's planning on drafting somebody. Now, hopefully, whoever we get in the 4th round, that's what I'm looking forward to. I still think we can have one of the best running back duos with Gibbs and Pacheco. If Gibbs is, if Pacheco is not, because if you ask Pacheco to get 3 yards, he'll get you 4 yards. Hopefully, he only averaged 3 yards per carry, but it was almost 4 yards. So 3 to 4 yards, short yardage, that's cool, I guess. And as long as Gibbs is hitting home runs, I don't know. I might have talked myself into agreeing with you. Demo completely carried the run game at times. I don't know if Pacheco can fill that role. Exactly. But as long as he doesn't, that's why I'm saying, Jameer has to have this got to be Jameer's MVP season, or whatever Jameer is. Whatever his legacy is going to be based on, it has to be this year. Like, this year, this year is how I'm judging him for the rest of his career. It'll be based on what he came out and did in 2026 when they were talking about paying $20 million, when he was when they loved him so much they broke up the best running back duo we've ever had. Like, we literally had something that worked. Like, it worked. That's the biggest shame of the Demo trade. He's 28 and it worked. It actually worked better when you ran it through Demo. When Demo started and then Jahmyr Gibbs got to be the change of pace back, the shift was such a shift to where you went from David Montgomery, who'll run you over, but he'll also try to break your ankles. He'll also stiff arm you. He'll also put a move on you. He'll do all three, and it's just the physicality of it. And then you switch it up to Gibbs, who's literal lightning in a bottle. It didn't stop working. People talk about Montgomery fell off. What? Or his production dipped. What? No, it didn't. What happened was you start running with Gibbs first. And he wasn't having success. You start running with him first. He wasn't having success. And then you brought in David Montgomery. And when he had success, it looked good. But most of the time, he wasn't having success either because Gibbs wasn't having success either. Both of them, though, average over 4 yards. David Montgomery averaged 4.5 yards per carry. You can't. Come on, come on, man. That's like for all the people that said Swift was injury prone. Swift injury prone. He's still averaging 4+ yards per carry, still rushing for 1,000 yards, starting. When's the injury prone gonna kick in on Swift? It's just they just make up shit about running backs before they kick them out. I don't know. Both of them niggas should still be on the team. That's the crazy part about it to me. Gibbs shouldn't be. Jalen Carter should be here, and I should have DeAndre Swift and David Montgomery. I should still have the best running back field in the game. I should still have the top 5 running back duo with Swift and Montgomery. I should still have it. And I should have Jalen Carter and Aiden Hutchinson. I should have one of the best best defensive line duos in the league, and I should have one of the best running back duos in the league. But no, Brad Holmes. And I don't have Swift. I don't have Montgomery. I still got Gibbs, though. And that's why. What are you? This is the year, buddy. You the last man standing. His legacy on the line this year. And you got the Petson guy. You bring in the running back nigga that want to run. He want to run you to the ground. He want to do the James Conner on you. I'm talking about everybody in the building know it's about to be a run. James Conner still was running that bitch. I hope you're ready for that, Jahmyr Gibbs. I hope you're ready. It's 3rd and 3. A play action to be beautiful. No, nigga. That's not Petson. Everybody know a run's coming. Guess what Petson gonna do? Here, nigga. Run. It's gonna be interesting. I hope they can run block. That's all I was saying. I hope they can run block. Why not go get Cam Jordan for $8 million? I don't know, man. They don't like veterans, bro. They don't like veterans, especially not outspoken veterans, especially not veterans that are going to talk and try to lead. Lord forbid. I say Hutch look a pity because he used to be hawking dudes down. Now he jogs after guys at times. He always been a tired-looking motherfucker to me. Man, I lost my spot again. Not to mention that wait. Dude getting okay, here we go. Dude getting paid like a Super Bowl quarterback, and who the hell put the no trade clause in? It's just stupid. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. They just gave him. I'm telling you, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Brad Holmes was a good scout, but when it came to these contracts, he went in that room and got bent over the table. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's another tidbit. Why? Why does he have a no trade clause too? Say why? Cause, bro, whatever they wanted, they got. What everybody? Aleem and Neal makes $30 million. Whatever they wanted, they got. He went in there bent over. had 6 catches. Either had 40, either Inter had 40, 50 catches this year. 4 touchdowns on 8 catches is crazy. He's a stud. He had 6 catches. He had 4 touchdowns. That's what I'm saying. He's a specialist. He's a specialist. Now, again, he got to learn the route run. That's what I'm saying. He got to learn the route run. He got to learn to run routes. But I think he's a sniper. He's a sniper. It reminded me of we had a tight end that did that one time. Who was the tight end? He had like 8 touchdown catches. All he caught was touchdowns. He wasn't even our starting tight end. He was like our tight end 2, had like 8 touchdowns. Can't remember who that was though. Adam Thielen was a crisp route runner. Yeah. Cliff Abel went crazy at the Seahawks. I was mad we didn't sign him back. Not to mention if the end becomes a dog, he gets trade ammo every 5 years. Exactly. Crosby. Rams haven't had a first-round pick in 8 years, bro. They still winning. Don't give me that pick, man. This Brad just stubborn. And the shit can get you extra first-round picks. It's not fucking hard. Hey, man, y'all see what I'm saying? Rams had 2 generational players on defense that was dominant in Ramsey and Donald. That's a fact. It's all about good scouting, and that's exactly what the Rams had. They ain't taking injury-prone players. They got guys we should have had. Yeah, we should have got Jared Verse for sure if we could have traded up or something. Piss off every time I see Jared Verse. Not to mention Jalen Carter. Tesla has elite hands and is excellent at playing the ball in the air. Has great size and speed. Just got to learn to run routes. He can't go get nothing if the quarterback can't get it to him. Such a dumb take about Mayhew. You think it was dumb? Those were the most obvious picks of all time. Okay, what was Aiden Hutchinson and Penei Sewell? What was Aiden Hutchinson and Penei Sewell? I'll wait. Because he gave you Ansah too. Yeah, he gave you Darius Slay too. I can keep going. He gave you DeAndre Levy, Tahir Whitehead. I can keep going. Who brought over Glover Quinn? Who brought Glover Quinn over? What free agent has Brad Holmes gave you? Now, if you want to say Brad Holmes, they went to the NFC Championship. He's better than Mayhew. I don't have a comeback. If you start talking football with me, you're going to lose, though. You can have the internet take. I'm not going to sit here and fight the internet. Nigga, facts is facts. Brad Holmes' team went to the NFC Championship. He wins. If you talk football with see this big ass head? I'm telling you, you gonna lose. You gonna lose, buddy. You gonna lose. You gonna lose. Nick Fairley, Justin Jones, you gonna lose. You gonna lose. You gonna lose. That's all I'm gonna say. You gonna lose. Kyle Vanden Bosch, you gonna lose. You gonna lose. Yeah, he drafted good, and the free agents acquisitions, fuego. Glover Quinn, Vanden Bosch. You gonna do you not remember he went and got Regime Mathis? Do you not remember he went and got Regime Mathis? If you talk football with a nigga that knows a whole lot of Detroit Lions, I keep telling y'all, this line shit, I'm telling you, D-Dunk, you gonna lose. Go ahead, though. Go ahead, though. The most obvious picks of all time. I gave you the obvious ones, but we can keep talking. Floor is yours, my boy. Bruh, Lions were robbed in Dallas. Could have made the NFC Championship that season. Hey, bruh, I can only talk about what happened, though. You feel me? I can only talk about what actually happened. You right, though. We didn't get robbed in Dallas. Which is, who knows what happened. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Brad Holmes wins because they went to the NFC Championship. But if he wants to talk football, if he wants to push that argument or talk about dumb takes, if he wants to, you're going to lose the argument. You're going to make me win the argument. I gave you the out. So having the balls to be a shitty GM is good. Okay, got it. I don't know what you're talking about. Because Mayhew drafted like at least 3. Dan Jackson was a 4.46 at Georgia Pro Day. I know he's a 7th. Don't know if his body will let him down. Brad got emotional attachment to golf. That's why he paid him. Facts. I think the whole division takes a step back. The NFC North will be like the NFC South of last year. The whole division taking a step back? I don't know. I think you mean more competitive or like league wide? You think it'll be a more competitive where everybody's like 9-7, everybody's about 8-8, or like you think somebody will make the playoffs without a winning record? Yeah, that'll be crazy. We didn't pick up anybody anyone heard of this offseason but Pacheco. I don't know why that made me laugh. But Pacheco, just like in the draft, going to be somebody we don't know. I agree. He was our best with Montgomery as a starter, then come with Gibbs. But I also agree with not signing Goff to a long-term deal. Furia, yeah. Furia was the one who had all them touchdowns. They need to draft a quarterback because Goff ain't got much longer anyway. Best. Yeah, Javid Best, Rasheem Mathis, old ass, still better than any quarterback Brad signed. I mean, Brad traded for Carlton Davis but didn't keep him. Like, for everything Brad does, he does something stupid. Best. Louis Delmas, man, we should have won with that squad. Yes. Hey, bro, he quietly exited stage left. I respect it. We ain't gonna dance on that man. You know what I'm saying? He conceded. I concede too. You know what I'm saying? He allowed to have his opinion, but that nigga Mayhew was cooking. Ziggy, Levy, exactly, dude, trying to trash Mayhew. Like I said, he had the balls. Holmes didn't. The days where we could actually get to the quarterback. Homie wrong. If we win in Dallas 2014, we would have had to play the Seahawks, Legion of Boom. Okay. Hey. I don't know, bro. We might have beat them, bro. We never beat them niggas. We couldn't beat the Seahawks to save our fucking life. Hey, I don't know. I said the same thing, bro. I don't know. A part of me do feel like we probably would have lost to the Seahawks. Because we used to always lose. Like, when we had to play the Saints, when Matthew Stafford threw 5,000 yards, I'm like, damn, we going to the playoffs. And then we had to play Drew Brees, who threw for 5,000 yards. And then Drew Brees broke a fucking record on us in the playoff game. It's like, bruh, the NFC used to be tough. It used to be tough. We probably would have lost to the Seahawks, Legion Boom, though. We probably would have. They had beast mode on the other end. We probably would have lost to the Legion. But at least we would have won a playoff game and had that monkey knocked off our back, though. Mayhew and them was cooking, bro. I got respect for Mayhew. Green Bay will take a step back for sure with that defense. Minnesota will be the same. Chicago will be okay, but they lost a lot. I mean, yeah. Well, I hope. What up, though? Who that is? Nathan Houston. Minnesota beat us 2-0 last year. They swept us. Now they have Kyler. Golf not the problem, but Holmes let the O-line age out. And still no playoff caliber defense after 5 years. Joseph Fourier was the tight end. Did I call him Christian Fourier? Joseph Fourier was definitely Fourier that had the 8 touchdowns. Specialist. Came in just a sniper. He was like tight end 2, tight end 3. Dan Campbell did conquer beating the Seahawks. I'll give him that. Yeah, he did. He gave us that. I give these guys their credit, bro. I'll give them their credit. Brad Holmes got us to the NFC Championship. Dan Campbell did too. They beat the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? But that little shit only means it means something in the moment, because I can go back. Remember Matt Patricia did, nigga? Remember we hadn't had a 100-yard rusher in like 5 years? I can't remember how long it was, but we used to say we ain't had a 100-yard rusher since Reggie Bush. Nigga, Reggie Bush was in like 2013. We ain't had a 100-yard rusher. And then Matt Patricia came in there and did that, and we beat the Patriots, cuz. Niggas ass, though. How long did a little shit matter? Not long if you ask me. Yeah, I ain't even bring up Golden Tate. Hey, it's cool. Look. I'm sure he probably checked ChatGPT or he Googled. Brad Holmes can't fuck with Mayhew as far as talent acquisition. But again, y'all know what I'm saying. We got to the NFC Championship. Brad Holmes wins. But we got to do some type of. But Brad Holmes can't just get us there and then get trash every. You know what I'm saying? We've been going like this ever since. So he better get the motherfucking shit back together, or I'm giving Mayhew back his. You feel me? But right now, Mayhew 2, Brad Holmes 1. He can have it. You know what I'm saying? But the people he do get last, or we good players. But the people he do get last, or are good players for us. Golden Tate was Saint Brown before Saint. Facts. Man, come on, bro. That nigga Mathis. Oh, y'all giving me nostalgia, bro. I'm trying to. Y'all giving me nostalgia, bro. Because now y'all about to start making me have a wet dream about Martin Mayhew. I'm pretty sure he got fired for a reason. Now, he got fired for Bob Quinn, didn't he? Nah, that black man didn't deserve that. Hell no. They fired him for Bob Quinn. Oh, no. He might need his job back. Where that nigga at, New York? Hold on. He ain't deserve to go. They threw his ass out with Jim Caldwell. Oh, no, nah. The Lions, man. Nah, see, now y'all about to make me fantasize about my man Martin. Pause. Big pause. He still got a job in San Francisco. Oh, yeah, and that's why San Francisco still getting dogs to this day. That makes sense. Now that I think about it, he probably didn't even deserve to get fired. He got fired for that Patriots regime we brought in. He right-hand man to John Lynch in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm rocking with my boy Martin Mayhew. Shout out Martin Mayhew. He had the team lit. I ain't gonna lie. He had the team lit. They ain't go to the NFC Championship though, but he had the team lit. Holmes has been cheeks in drafts since Broderick Martin and Hendon Hooker 3 years ago. 19 straight bad picks. Ooh. We gotta give Tate Ratledge some time though, right? Tate Ratledge is a Georgia boy. We gotta give him some time though, right? Talik Williams. Hey, I'm an Ohio State fan. I would have never guessed he would be a Lion. He's the exact opposite of what I think we need, but I don't know, man. And the problem is they keep investing in this defense. Well, they invested another first-round pick into this defense, but you can get rid of these guys, bro. I mean, not if you're Brad Holmes. He don't get rid of shit. So I don't know. We kind of locked in. But there's no team. There was not a single team in the top 10 pass defenses. Not even in the top 15. We are the only team with 2, 4, 5 speed corners on the outside. And Christian Essien is our fastest corner, and he don't play on the outside. All of our it's got to be Ennis Rakestraw. Ennis Rakestraw is the only 4-4 guy. We traded a Meek. I knew it. And as I was doing that research, it's like I fucking knew it. I knew we was slow. I knew every team wasn't this slow. I knew it, bro. Some teams got 4-4 corners, and then they got the 4-3 safety. You know what I'm saying? It's fast as fuck in the middle of the field. Alontae Taylor, the dude from the Saints, he was they have him at the nickel, the outside. Somebody to cover that's why he went and got paid. I'm like, damn, you ran a 4.36. The Saints had a good defense, and then you look, oh, he ran a 4.36. It's you look at every top team. Eagles, Devin Witherspoon. Seahawks had Tariq Woolen ran a 4.2. Every team. Then you get to the Lions, the only team with 2, 4, 5 corners on the outside. And we want to run the most man coverage. These niggas is idiots, bro. I'm telling you, this coach, bro. I'm starting to question Dan Campbell. But I got to trust him because he Dan Campbell. You kind of got to trust Dan. You kind of got to trust him. But it's like, y'all being real selfish, bro. Like, y'all should have pivoted from this defense when Aaron Glenn left. Y'all doubled down on this fucking defense. Well, this defense got Aaron Jones a head coaching job. I think the Jets was just – I'm pretty sure Aaron's going to get fired and the Jets is going to hire that white dude. I can't remember his name right now. Aaron Glenn might have been better off as a defensive coordinator, buddy, because he might be 2 years and done over there and be looked at as a terrible head coach. Just because they needed somebody to pass the time. They got him over there and then blew up the team. I guarantee you he don't last 5 years. I ain't gonna guarantee it. I hope he do. But if they send Eric Glenn over there to blow up the team and then he's out in 2 years, you gonna know something. Still don't think Aleem, Tyleek, Wingo, and Levi are enough in the middle. How early we drafted another defensive tackle, round 4? Bruh, don't get me started. It better be enough. Make it enough. It better be enough. It better be enough. Yeah. It better be enough. Because at this point, man, how much? No, bro. It got to be enough. He makes $30 million. Nigga, you know what I'd do with $30 million? Nigga, I would die on that field for $30 million. He makes $30 million, bro. He's a first-round pick. I mean, maybe you go add somebody else. Maybe. But it better be a tweener. It better be a tweener. But I'm hoping they go. I don't think they'll do it, though. If they go get somebody, it got to be another Wingo type. Somebody that can slide in and then inside and then slide outside. Pause. But it got to be like a tweener. Or go like, oh, no, Deshaun Hand got signed. I was going to say bring back Deshaun Hand. He was good for that. But he already got signed. TA still up in the air, too. TA ass. I don't ever think Terry Arnold's going to be good. I wasn't the biggest fan of those Alabama corners, man. Y'all know Kool-Aid and Terrion. I wasn't the biggest fan of them. I was way higher on Ennis Rakestraw than I was on either one of those guys. That cornerback class, all of them, even Cooper DeJean. I don't know what he looks like without that Philadelphia defensive line. I don't know what he would look like on our defense. Go get the 4-3 guy, bro. We the only team that ain't got one, bro. Like it's really becoming a problem. It's really becoming a problem. So if you take the total speed, right? If you take the total speed of the DBs, like the top 4, right? So your free safety, strong safety, and then number 1 and number 2 corner, right? This is another part of the video. I'm just leaking the whole video. Oh, well. If you take the total speed of all those guys, right, and then average it out to a speed, right, I think the NFL average is 4.48, right? That's how fast the NFL average room is. Now, I will say there are some teams like Baltimore, right? I think Baltimore's average secondary speed, like total, it's like a 4.3. Like they a fast unit, but they were also like 32nd in pass defense. Among those teams, I think it was Baltimore and Pittsburgh, right? Again, amongst those teams, they are outliers because they have the top end speed, but they have a bottom ranked pass rush, right? So you can have a track star backfield, but if your pass rush is ranked 32nd, you'll be ass like the Steelers or ass like the Ravens, right? So that's interesting too. You can't just go out and draft a guy because he runs a 4.3. There has to be a marriage, and there's a direct correlation between where your pass rush ranks and where your secondary ranks. And that's why I said it was interesting for us, because if you look at like the Rams have a really good defensive line, right? But their team speed is also in the 4.5s, and they're one of the bottom ranked teams as well. The Colts are another. I think 8 of the bottom 15, right? 8 of the bottom 15 pass defenses in the NFL last year, defensive backfield speed averages out to a 4.5 or less. That should tell you something. The Lions were the slowest in the entire NFL with a 4.52. Everybody else was like a 4.50. Like everybody was, because that league average is 4.48. The slowest teams, even every team that ran a 4.5, they were like a 4.50, a 4.50. The Lions were the slowest team in the NFL at 4.52. And we were only a 4.52 because Amik Robinson played more snaps than Terrion Arnold and DJ Reed. So that put him as our top corner. So our top corner ran a 4.45. But if you take Amik Robinson out and you just put Terrion Arnold, DJ Reed, Kirby Joseph, and Brian Branch, is not even close. We are the slowest defense in the NFL. And I always fucking knew it. I always knew it. This year's 6, so it's Super Bowl or bust. Thank God he signed Rocky Sin back. Yeah, Rocky Sin's good. I think Rocky Sin run a 4.52 though. What chances of Brad Holmes shocking us fans and getting the pass rusher at pick 17? I think it's high up there. I think DJ Wonnum being on a 1-year, $6 million deal still leaves it open. I would be actually, I think depending on how the board falls, they'll trade back. If there's not a run of edge in the early rounds, which I don't think it will be. I mean, it could be David Bailey, because those top guys like David Bailey, those outside linebacker built guys, 6'3", 240, the Lions aren't going to draft. I've made the mistake of being high on those guys. That's why I had to really familiarize myself with the defense this offseason. And those type of guys, they aren't going to draft. They might get one in the 4th round like James Houston. James Houston was always meant to be a pass rush specialist. He's a pass rush, but he's a third down dog. That's what he was meant to be. Because we had injuries, though, we didn't have room for a pass rush specialist. We need versatility. We need guys that can stand up, guys that can put their hand in the dirt, and for the most part on the edge, we need guys that can set the edge. Houston was more of a linebacker, but he wasn't a run stuffing linebacker. He was a pass rushing linebacker, which is why he had to go. Right. So you get to looking at some of these 6'3", 240 guys that can really rush the pass. Like Donovan Ezerrucko ended up going to the Cowboys last year. I loved, but he's 6'3", 240. Josh Jacobs, another guy, 6'3", 240. I love these guys. The Lions would never draft him unless it's like in the 4th round, and then you can afford to pick up a pass rush specialist. But I do think the Lions need to leave this draft with 2. I think they need to leave the draft with their Kendrick Folk or Keldrick Folk, whatever that guy's name is for Auburn, because he is exactly what you want. So if you draft him, you're doing nothing to fix your pass rush, but you're doing everything to stabilize your defense. So I'm not mad at that. But then I would think with one of those 5th round picks, one of those 4th round picks, I would think you would have to go get one of these pass rushing linebackers, bro. He's 6'3", 240. You need that pass rush specialist that can just come in on 3rd down when you know they're going to pass it. You have to, because they're going out there and they're showing you we're about to triple team Aiden. We got 2 tight ends stacked to his side, a left tackle on him. Like, they're showing you we about to triple team him. So, I mean, I just don't know, but the Lions don't seem to want to do that. So maybe they'll trade back. Maybe they'll trade back. You got to think they're going to do something, though. I would like to see them lead with 2. DJ Wonnum, and then 2 from the draft. I kind of feel like they don't. I don't know. I think it's going to get interesting at offensive line. I think we are discounting these offensive linemen. I think we keep calling every single person that we sign as death and insurance, and I don't think the Lions feel that way. I don't think Brad Holmes feels that way. I don't think so at all. I think our pro personnel scouting department is that bad. I think our pro personnel football player scouting department, I think they're that bad. I think they're looking at. I think a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if 2 or 3 of these guys that we're calling death are day 1 starters. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if that right tackle is that guy we got is your start. Yeah. Low, whatever his name is, Lobo, whatever his name is. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts. I wouldn't be surprised if Scruggs starts. I wouldn't be surprised if we'll just see. We'll see, bro. TJ Parker, Peter Woods, Terrell all want. TJ Parker, Peter Woods, Devon Terrell all want. I think I love Clemson. Taylor Green in a 4 for later would be insane. They love them 4 or 5 corners because they can tackle. Then they get hurt. Yeah, you're right, Ramon and New Age. They do. They definitely. They definitely um, care more about your ability to step up and play the run than they do your pure back end speed. That is absolutely right, and that's exactly why they do it. They care about guys that step in and get their nose dirty in the run. The whole defense is built to stop the run. This defense is ass. It's obsolete. And they want to say it's like the Seahawks. No, it's not. It's not like the Seahawks. It's not like the 49ers. Those guys attack, and they clean up on the back end. I don't like it. I don't know why we're still running it. You said it best. Dan or Jared Goff must go. It's past year 5. Facts. The 5-year rule is undefeated, unfortunately. Nah, man, let's just triple down. Who needs an actual decent defense? We're just playing on hopes and dreams. Seems like it. Excuse me, y'all. It's not just that Holmes missed in the draft last 19 picks, but how many of those picks have had zero impact on the field? And in the Super Bowl window, Seattle stole our recipe and cooked better. Holmes, man. T.J. Parker, Peter Woods, and Ontario. I want lines 4-5-5 at best. Let's be honest here. Teams cook the defense is non-existence. Defense playing on hopes and dreams. Kelvin Shepard might as well suit up. We ain't got no one else. Avion, cornerback 1. Parker, edge, opposite of Hutch. Peter Woods is Jalen Carter without off the field bullshit. I'm not the highest on Parker, but we'll see. Seattle and New England made key draft picks and free agent signings to get over the hump. Exactly. Philly and Rams did the same. Holmes got overconfident and his draft pick started missing. Hate to see it. Yeah. Nah, man, it's going to draft straight studs and we're going to score 100 points a game. There we go. Avonte Maddox is fast. Yeah, I wasn't really counting the guys that don't play. I wasn't really counting the guys that don't play. The study was based off of it was the snap count leaders. So whoever led you in the snaps for your cornerback 1, cornerback 2, free safety, and strong safety. Whoever played the most. That's how I did it to keep it fair because I realized a lot of guys got hurt, and a lot of guys had to step up. But the rating was based off of snap count. So if Avonte Maddox had played meaningful snaps, then maybe it would have made a difference. But he didn't play meaningful snaps. No wonder Minnesota's beat us with McCarthy and Joe Blow. Great breakdown on the edges video, Mobby. Appreciate that, man. Y'all should all go watch it. If a guy like 9 shreds our defense and we're just running it back with a couple of mid guys, we're fried, bro. I mean, we might be. Bourne starting. Yeah, because they paid Bourne starting money, and to me, he's not a starter. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's one thing I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, boys, man. Is you cool? Is we lagging? Yeah, he played like 342 snaps all season, but he was a sub 4-4 guy. Yeah. They need to be starting. we need somebody in that starter. We the only team in the NFL. Every 8 of the top. I can't say every team. 8 of the top 10 teams. 8 of the top 10 teams had a sub 4-4 guy starting or playing meaningful snaps. That's what I'm saying. Playing meaningful snaps as cornerback 1 or cornerback 2 snaps. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Let me see. Gonna have all those offensive weapons, and Goff cannot do shit under pressure. Defense is bad, and offense is going to be stalling out every drive. As a Bama fan, it hurts, but that's how it is. Yeah, he played like 342. Yeah. Max Bosner torched us. Kirby played 316. No sound. The sound went out. Yo, can you hear me? Stream tripping. I'm dropping frames and all type of shit. Yo. It's froze. Oh. Now I got sound game. Yeah, I got sound game. Kirby played 316. Yeah, he played 342. Kirby played 316. That's a shame, right? Are you talking about in terms of the video? Got me smoking my blunt like Queen Latifah and set it off spitting facts. Damn, I hate for that Kirby we paid him before getting hurt and missing the rest of the season. Yeah, I know. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Only played 316. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. But it goes, you have to have, it has to be a marriage. It has to be a marriage between that pass rush and that secondary. If they, like I said, guys with 4 or 5, they can still play, bro. But you have to speed up the quarterback's internal clock. You have to collapse the pocket. You have to have pressure from the outside. You got to. You got to. It just sucks that we only got 316 snaps out of him, 3 interceptions, and 316. Yeah, man. It does. Hopefully, I mean, that's been it though. It's hard to. That's been the constant of this entire thing though. It's 1 minute they here, especially on defense, bro. Especially on defense. Who needs talent when you got grit? I'm about to suit up. Go ahead and suit up, bro. He giving out that money too. He got to draft you though. He ain't messing with you if he don't draft you. Don't nobody get paid. Now you might get you'll get paid as a free agent though if you're injury prone too. Well, I'm lying. He definitely, yeah. Just go bring your medical paperwork. Bring a doctor's note and every time you ever broke your leg or got hurt. Screw it. I'm about to suit up out here now. Perfect. Yeah, man. But we'll see, bro. Ain't too much. They just keep getting away with it, though. They keep getting away with it, bro. Sound not working. God damn, bro. Is it going in and out? Bro, the sound is working, nigga. I hear myself on YouTube. They just keep getting away with it, though. I hear myself on YouTube. How does sound not work? Do y'all be muting yourself? Are y'all trolling out here? Fine, bro. They definitely trolling me, bro. I'm on YouTube hearing myself while they say they can't hear. I hear myself on YouTube. How does that work? I'm watching myself, gang. Y'all be muting yourself. Stop trolling me, bro. The whole squad made glass. Dude gave Emmanuel Mosley 2 contracts. He played 2 games. They trolling. It's fine. Yeah, they definitely trolling me. Bro. I kicked their ass. We good now, though. I done read the chat. I done broke it down. I ain't got too much, man. We got 1,000 views on this stream, but I only got less than 500 on my Edge video. Now, if y'all want this motherfucking draft content, y'all better watch it. Y'all watching the lives. If y'all want the draft content, you better watch it. If you ain't watched it yet, go watch it. It breaks down our defense. It breaks down what gaps we looking for our 5 techs to control. Well, we like to line up our 5 techs on the line of scrimmage. Some good drive players in there. I took the time to do it. You motherfuckers better watch it. You better like it. All right? On blue. But other than that, shit. Looks like we kicking it. I'm about to go hit the bong or something, though. Chilling, though. I ain't got to rush off, but it's a good stream, man. Good stream. Chatting it up with my niggas. Make sure y'all watch every ad. Don't be skipping no ads. You feel me? We ain't skipping no ads, nigga. Yeah, period. I love the defensive end breakdown. Thank you, man. I'm glad you loved it, bro. Somebody watched it. Somebody appreciated my hard work. Hit that like button. Billy the Kid Balboa said it, so you better do it. Hit the like button. We not winning the Super Bowl until we get a male owner, but the female got us the closest. We had males. How you feel about Derek Moore, edge out of Michigan? Ain't he little too? Six three, 260. Man, he ain't that little. If we talking about somebody late, sure. You know what I'm saying? You talking about somebody late, sure. Guys like that don't hurt to be late, but I wouldn't have him in my first. I wouldn't have him in my top. Could he fit the scheme? 6'3", 260, a little. I mean, that's about the same size as Muhammad Hassanin, though. I think Muhammad Hassanin about that size. So guys that size, they usually take a chance on him a little later. Let me see. How big was Josh Pascal was little. Josh Pascal was down there 280. 6'3", 6'4", 275. He's 6'3", 260. Probably a little later. I'm taking the under on total wins. You gonna do a mock draft on here before the real one? Yeah, I'll do a mock draft. It's kind of hard though, bro. A lot of the good ones. I was trying to find a good one to let you trade, but like I was doing the PFF one. I think that's pretty good, but it don't let you trade. And I'm not buying no membership to do a mock draft. But I was trying to do it like we usually do it. I was gonna do it live, but I found one because we gotta do some trades. So I need one with good trade logic because we ain't got no 3rd round picks. So I need one with some pretty good trade logic. I go premium to avoid the commercials. I really like the Penn State N8. Yeah. Jackus, my late sleeper, and Mason Ryder. Okay. That's what's up. I like the Penn State safety. We would have to pick him at 50 or trade back a little. Can you do a mock about thinking like Brad Holmes? Can you do a mock draft thinking like Brad Holmes? Yeah, that's easy. Who got the most injury red flag? Then we drafted Akeem Mesidor. No, we not. He too old. Brad wouldn't even do that. I like Mesidor. A lot of people ask me, well, not a lot of people. Somebody asked me why I didn't keep Mesidor on the list. Mesidor was not on my list. Same weight reason Bud Clark wasn't on my list. These guys that are 25 years old coming out as seniors, and I get it. It might be the new normal. I'm gonna watch some of these guys' careers, to be honest with you, and evaluate if I need to change the way I evaluate. because a big thing for me has always been the guys that are really good. If you're really, really special, you're not waiting until you're a 5th-year senior to come out, right? So the guys that are really, really special come out their junior years. Some of the guys that are still really good, the good seniors, the guys who compete for Heisman's national championships. They say to their senior years. Quarterbacks seem to do it a lot too. So of course you don't ever look at 4th-year seniors like that. You love a 4th-year senior, but the really, really, really good guys usually come out as juniors. So now you get to talk about guys not coming out until they're 25. Like, bro, you're 25 years old. You've been draft eligible for a long time, and nah, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't like 25-year-olds dominating against 18 and 19-year-old. Come on, you playing against kids. You're sure Akeem Mesidor might be good, but him and Bud Clark, if you draft them in the first round, they're 30 years old at the end of their rookie contract. Fuck, I'm gonna do with that. 30 years old at the end of the rookie contract. So, as good as Akeem Mesidor is, didn't make my list. I'm about to reset and join back. There's no sound. Nigga, it's you. You keep talking about no sound. We good now, though. I done read the chat. 6'3", 260. Yeah, he ain't that little. I was doing the PFF one. 29 at the end of the rookie contract. Same thing, my boy. Oh, wait. Zaki Wealthy is a solid safety pick. Yeah, 29 in the contract, 30. Same thing, my boy. Same thing. A talented senior who has questionable NFL talent is headed towards NFL money. That's a fact, though. That's a fact. It might just be a new thing because guys are staying for that money. But even the NFL, like, niggas is skipping the draft for $400,000. Like, everybody ain't getting millions. I get the top dudes with, like Jeremiah Smith or quarterbacks. They might be getting millions. But for the most part, a lot of these dudes ain't, what they getting, $400,000, $500,000 in a car? That's stopping you from getting a $30 million rookie contract? I wasn't here for it. What'd you think about the signing of the defensive end from the Panthers? Damn, but you have to go back, or I'm gonna have to make some shorts. We did a full blown deep dive on him. It basically another Brad Holmes medical alert special. A Brad Holmes medical alert special. It's a guy who had life-changing surgeries after he tore his quads, and he hasn't been the same since. Would have been an excellent signing in 2023, but he had major surgeries in 2024 that have affected the way he's been on the field since. His medical history is scary, and that's why he's a Lion, because Brad Holmes typically likes those type of guys. Oh, he was also ranked 113th out of 115th in terms of his pass rush grade. Yeah, that's the kicker. He was 113 out of 115 in terms of his pass rush grade, buddy. Really good guys usually come out of juniors. Marcus Davenport 2.0. Yeah. We almost done. Almost done with what? Cooking? A talented senior who has questionable for talent heading towards the not at the end of the rookie contract. No, we drafted Peter Woods, T.J. Parker, and Terrell. Okay. As long as we don't draft Jalen Milroe. As long as we stay far away from Jalen Milroe. And did he already get drafted? Yeah, this the other nigga. I'm tripping. I'm about to go to sleep. It's the other nigga coming out. The white boy coming out. I forgot his name. Ty Simpson. My bad. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm saying the wrong names. It's been a good live. It's been a really good live. I appreciate y'all. And y'all know I'll be back, bro. As soon as something happens. As soon as these niggas do something else. We right back with more breaking news. I do have the cornerback video that I leaked coming out. Still gonna drop it. Y'all probably ain't gonna watch it. Start watching the goddamn videos. I'll see y'all hip it alive. Other than that, bro, pressure cooking. No, we just Miro Super Bowl champ. Watch your mouth. He is a Super Bowl champ. I forgot. He got a ring before. Damn, bro. He got a ring before golf and Justin Fields. With that, Slimy, you got it. Y'all have a good night, though, bro. Shout out to the Liddy Mob. And like I said, Brad Holmes can't keep getting away with this.